What's our mission?
Our mission is to talk about Oz the Great and Powerful, and also Case 2-1, I guess. Whatever that is.
Okay, wait up.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so we should probably, tell them what the movie was about. So, spoilers.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna... There's nothing to spoil, Wade.
You sure?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay, don't even... There's no spoilers. And if you want to watch it, don't. Just fucking don't.
You're not a fan of the movie, I take it.
It was shit. It was utter fucking... Look at you. It was utter shit. Okay, you tell me why you thought it was alright.
Well, like, I think you're holding up to a higher standard here.
I'm holding it to any normal standard for any normal movie that I have to pay money to get into.
Yeah.
Frank?
Well, let me think here. Like, it's not amazing by any stretch of the imagination, but I just enjoyed it because it's a fun little story. I thought of it as like a picture book.
It was more painful than fun. It was fun if maybe I was 8 or I had brain damage.
Not very nice.
Okay, so I have the criteria, and I have it written here beside me. First of all, I wanna hear your perspective on the different criteria that I have, and then I will I'll tell you why it was horrible.
Okay. Oops. There we go. Wait. There we go.
The writing.
Okay.
Okay, tell me why you thought it was acceptable.
Well, oh Jesus. It's not like, I mean, sure, the characters were suckish, but it's not. It was written by like, well, not this recent incarnation, but it's attempting to explain how the hell the Wicked Witch became wicked, and I thought it was a fairly good job.
Oh my sweet fucking god, Wade. Okay. So from my perspective, the writing was the most contrived shit I've ever seen in the entire world. There was no original statements in the entire movie. Every time someone spoke, it was in a direct correlation to what was physically happening at the time. Like, oh wow, that was scary, or oh look, we made it. And then every character would then repeat that statement because they needed to have everyone say lines. Like it was
Okay.
very contrived, and I don't know how to ride a skateboard, and I'm trying to talk. This is not good. So like there was no coherence with the words and creating like a deep and meaningful conversation.
Okay.
I just heard what did I just hear?
It's
Oh, he said a Molotov cocktail. Did you
Sorry.
hit me with that?
No, I'm trying to hit this guy.
I
Ow!
was just trying to hit this guy. So, and also there was this sort of dissonance between informal and formal speech. If you notice the way it didn't carry on cohesively. Like,
Okay.
the good witches, they were like, oh yes indeed, and I do so think like this, but then halfway through the story they were just talking in sort of informal language, and there was no connection, and it didn't feel natural. Like if you're gonna talk in one way, keep them talking one way for the entire thing.
Alright, I follow you.
Okay. That was my gripes about the writing. It was just horrible, and the way the characters talked to each other was incredibly wooden to begin with.
Jesus, where are they getting all these freaking hang on, there's looters here.
Yeah, I know. All I have on me is a big gulp and a skateboard, so I ran away to go find weapons.
I found a sword, so I think I'll be okay.
I was using a sword. So, okay, how about the plot?
Like, it's standard stuff, I will admit. It's just, oh, Kingdom's dead, fulfill the prophecy. It was no more original than Harry Potter, or, like, going as far back as you want. But I thought it was cutesy, a cutesy kind of thing.
Oh,
I will admit, I did hate the monkey though.
Monkey was one of the only well-acted fucking people in the whole movie. But, okay, what I felt of the plot, it meandered, and it had more plot holes than I stated, a Swiss in a cheese factory riddled with dynamite traps.
That's funny.
You know, it's just, it was, oh, the plot, it was so simplistic, and it jumped around, if you noticed. Like, it was like, first you do this, well, now actually you do this, but actually you were doing this the entire time, so, actually now you're gonna do this. Yeah, okay. Here, I've got a, can I give you my big gulp? Aw, never mind, I'll drink it.
Oh, okay. Oh god!
And stealing my money, fucking shit.
I threw a pot at him. Is he dead?
No.
Are you just punching
Yeah.
him?
There's a guy crying in the Peru collection at the Palisades. He keeps looking at a baby.
Oh, there's a guy
weirdo.
crying. That's,
Let's go save the drunk lady first.
yeah, that's what I was intending on doing. Then we got stuck. Character development.
It was sudden.
There
I'll
was
give
none.
it that. Oh.
There was
You
no
sure?
character development. Like, development is not sudden. The entire meaning and definition. Oh, look at he's got back problems. Fucking back bacon. The entire meaning of the word character development is that you develop. Nobody did.
Like, do you mean like they have to like, well there has to be like an arc?
There has to
As
be
opposed
at
to, like-
least 4 minutes spent on development. So, for the entire time, Oz is described as like this absolute playing asshole, right? Like every time
Right.
Boobs walks onto the screen, he's like, "Ooh, new one." And you know what? The thing is, I absolutely love asshole characters. Like they're
Uh-oh.
just. Wait, now I have to find food.
I'm
for
sorry.
you. So I love asshole characters. This isn't even coming from like a perspective where I'm like, yeah, he was an asshole and he wasn't nice. Like that's not even what I'm going for at all. It's just
Okay.
there was this he was an asshole, he was an asshole, he was an asshole, he was an asshole, and then all of a sudden I'm supposed to believe that he was a happy camper and he knew what was right and there was no meaning for him to act that way. Like
That's
sort of the shift in his character was from tucking in a China doll and then all of a sudden he's a good guy, right?
Good point.
And the thing is, he had already been nice to her in one part of the story. As an asshole character, as an ass, he was nice to her. Okay?
Okay.
And then he was nice to her again, and then all of a sudden, oh, I'm a good guy. It was,
So the only qualification you have to be a good guy is to be nice to what's that called? Pottery.
yeah. Well, ceramic.
Oh.
But it's
The hell was that? Look at your suits.
covered in blood at the end of it. It's not a good suit.
Get a new suit.
Oh, fine.
Get a new suit.
Fine. I'm kind of distracted right now.
Okay. So China doll, you were saying?
Yeah, it's just there was no correlation between like why his character changed and why anything should be good. And then also having Glinda the Good Witch walking around in her dark fucking cloak, being mysterious and evil, and like then they find her and they're like, "Oh, actually, you're good," and she's like, "Actually, I'm good." It's like, fuck off. That's not even.
Oh.
That was the most useless, contrived shit I've ever watched.
Okay, that I didn't understand. This is so creepy. I got a new costume.
It's beautiful. I like your hat.
What's that?
He's a big bear. What else do I got? Cinematography. Now, okay, I don't know if you have any perspectives of cinematography.
Okay.
Do you?
Not really, no. My brother took a class, but I don't really know anything about it.
Okay, like when I watch movies, I watch how it's filmed, how the editing is done and stuff.
Okay.
Because I've been on that side, right?
Yeah, you still are. You do it all the time.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, it's something that what are you doing?
Putting on booties.
Oh, booties. Look at, I've got back problems. Back booties.
Backbreaker.
So, we should go to that, the casino. With that girl. Oh, case 2-1 is gonna run out.
Oh, Jesus. Where is it?
Ah.
Let me check the watch.
Okay. Okay, so the cinematography, I notice it. Okay, there's this technique, establishing shots.
Okay.
And they're kind of like, sort of when the story jumps, either perspective or in time or something, you pretty much get like an establishing shot, which is like a further away sort of view of what's going on. Like
okay.
the new location, what time of day it is, stuff like that, right?
Right.
There were virtually none of those. Like, characters just jumped around, and they were in different places, and it was very jarring from, like, a audience perspective. Where
Okay.
you're like, but I was right here, and now I'm not. So, that bothered me. Also, like, okay, another perspective. I'm gonna die soon. Ugh.
Oh, I think I have some coffee creamer for you.
Okay, I'm coming.
Where are you?
Well, I'll see if I can find any food on my own. I've just got one.
I dropped it right there.
Okay.
But now zombies are swarming over it.
Good. So, medium shots, as I was trying to say. They're like from like the chest and up, and have your face, and then they sort of follow. They're like,
Oh,
they're not
Jesus.
facial shots.
But like, they show like the upper portion of the
Yeah,
body.
and they're
Okay.
sort of just facial movements and describing what's going on and stuff. And we have to really go.
What are you doing?
I'm making something. Making bacon.
Can I combine a knife and a bow?
I'm gonna take a box of nails. And a bat. Because I've like virtually no weapons.
I have a hanger. I can swipe people with it.
Oh, that's good.
It's pretty cool. A flashlight.
So, the medium shots, they stayed too long on each character, and then you got to see, like, their awkward pauses and stuff.
Hey, Frank, can you come back to the security room for a minute? I want you to have a look at something.
I guess we have
Oh,
to go
sweet
back.
Christ, woman.
So, like, you got to see the awkward pauses, and it was just really, really, really sad. Which ties into the acting. The
Okay.
acting was rigid and horrible, and everyone, like, you could tell they were struggling with their lines, because they were really simplistic lines. There was no moment that any of the characters got to say something, like, important, or detailed, or thought out. It was just, like, and it's what I was talking about with the writing, it was just, this is happening to me. Wow, we made it. Ooh, we have to go do this. Let's go do this. And the language was that simplistic. And it was, it was so disappointing. There's a girl in a washroom.
This is kind of
Maybe
creepy.
if we watch these
Oh.
monitors.
Oh, how convenient. Oh god, by the hair.
That hurts.
That's the guy I saw taking money
How
from
would you
TJ.
know this fuzziest fucking camera? Oh, he's shooting her baby maker.
Oh, no, not him. He's part of Cure.
He's
Oh.
part of Cure?
Oh.
I thought you said you were being set up.
Frank, that guy was a new recruit.
And how does
I
she
never
know
saw him
everybody?
before this protest.
I don't know.
Anyway, acting sucked.
Yeah, that's
You know, at the beginning,
Of course.
when
TK must have planted this guy in our group.
when Ugly
to do his
Pants
dirty
and
work.
Ass Face were
Oh,
standing
yeah?
there, and she's like,
Well, I'm gonna
"You're
find
in
out
the
what he knows about
prophecy.
this.
You're the Wizard of Oz." And he was like, "I'm the Wizard of Oz." And she's like, "You're the Wizard of
Yeah.
Oz." And he's like, "I'm the Wizard of Oz." It was it was just the most awkward thing I've ever seen.
I'm the Wizard of Oz. You're the Wizard of Oz. I'm the Wizard of Oz. Yeah.
It
Yeah,
was
you
like
are.
that, wasn't it?
Kinda. Yeah. I can like you're slowly bringing me. You're bringing me over to your side.
It was bad. And also, every acted character was just horrible, except for the CGI ones. They were done alright. And the girl in the wheelchair in the beginning. She was good too.
That I felt sad for that girl.
I pissed myself laughing.
It wasn't so much sad as I cringed. I'm like, ooh, that's
That's an awkward
that sucks
position
for
right
you.
there.
Exactly.
And, okay, you said it was pretty. I was expecting pretty. If I were a director and I paid money for those special effects, I would have been so pissed. Like, I would
Why?
have been livid had I had to pay for that. Everything, okay, the backdrop and the backgrounds, the actors were like superimposed on the top, and you can like see around them. You can see you're standing on a green screen right now. Like it was so jarringly obvious. And pretty much they just abused
Well, did you?
fog, Technicolor, and light, and that was it. And also, why did they end up on so many fucking cliffs? That made no sense. That the landscape was basically just cliffs.
That's a good point. But I'm no expert in like Aussian
You know
geography.
what? I like geography.
Maybe we can
I've
like
always enjoyed geography.
like look at
And I don't know any landscape that would have so many cliffs. It was like they just wanted to.
Oh.
What's happening?
Oh
What's this?
Jesus.
Does it mean it's nighttime?
There's a dead guy there.
There, I see something going on that I don't really want to. Look at this.